Personally, it's brought in a lot of happiness, a lot of faith in man. It's brought me a lot of joy. The joy of watching people come that work together and smile and work towards the same thing.
Hey, Chief. Hey, Chief. Come here, Chief.
My name is Debbie Perkis. I am a volunteer, longtime volunteer here at Big Sky Ranch, and I'm a member of the board of directors. I've been here for about 4 years now, I guess, working with the animals and helping out where I can. What our mandate is to rehome. So all of the animals that come here, our purpose is to try and find them, where possible, a new home that they can have a second chance at life. Some shelters, for example, they try their best, but they're really overloaded. And so there becomes a time limit on the length of time that the animals can stay there. And if they're not adopted within that period of time, then they will be euthanized. We are different in that respect. Right from the time that the sanctuary started, we didn't want to have that happen, and there aren't any time limits on the animals that come here. If it takes a year to adopt them, if it takes 2 years to adopt them, that's okay. You know, we're gonna let them stay here until the right home comes along for them. You know, we've had animals here for 3-4 years before they found a home, and that's okay. We love them anyway.
Since this place has started, I am proud to say that we have found homes for more than off me here. We have found homes for more than like 2,800 animals, and I'm not talking about small animals. I'm talking about horses. I'm talking about like 98 horses, llamas, alshipa, goats, all kinds of animals. We need people to help with the place, to build things and to build fences when they break down, or build structures or shelters for the animals. And at the same time, it costs to buy those materials.
We don't receive any government funding at all, not a penny. So everything that we do is supplied to us, paid for by the donations that we get from the community. And that's why we're always doing things, fundraisers, why we're going off the ranch to events. It's all about trying to raise awareness for the sanctuary and raise donations. We will not make it if people don't continue to open their wallets and their hearts and support us. Well, I guess I was one of those people that came with a personal story, and a lot of people who do start here do have sort of a personal reason for reaching out to begin with, and I was one of them. I went through a horrendous breakup, which is one of the fairly typical ways that we end up with animals coming here. Marriages, relationships break up. So as part of this breakup, I lost my farm and had to move. And so that's how I came here, was because I needed this place, and I came and I stayed. For me, it was a give back what I had benefited from in the first place. And as I said, that was 4 years ago, and I'm still here. So we have a lot of people who come here who've been through traumatic things. We've had, ex-military people. We've had people who have dealt with horrible family situations. We have a lot of different people who come here looking for peace, really is what it is. Because dealing with the animals, you get something that you don't get dealing with people, right?
Come back, you kitty! Come back, you kitty!
There was a woman who came here one day, and she was looking at the pigs, and she had this baby, and it was a little baby. And the baby started laughing at the pot-bellied pigs. And I looked over and this mom had tears running down her face, absolutely like drenching her face. And I thought, oh my gosh, like what's going on? And I said, what's wrong? And she said, that's the first time my daughter has ever smiled. Yeah. So. A lot of times they're getting more out of the sanctuary than what they're actually giving, you know, putting in, because it's truly, it is a magical place for many people.
I hope it becomes known all over the world. I hope it never stops. I hope that, you know, the animals that are here now, I hope one day I can see on the other side of Rainbow Bridge. I hope that they have enjoyed their life here, and I'm sure they have. I mean, they got freedom, they can do whatever they want, they have lots of space, they get lots of food. So my hope for the future is that this place becomes so large and so big that people turn around and say, wow, that's what we need to work towards. I know this place is true, and I know this place was built on love. So I know if a lot more places can build itself like this, that we'll have a much better world.